Let me ask you this. I was just talking to a brother yesterday, and we were talking, and I don't know if it was yesterday or the day before. Somebody was telling me how the black birth rate, and I don't, it could be a lie, I don't know, but they said the birth rate is down a little bit,
A
and
little bit,
Hispanic, oh, more than a little bit, right?
a little
Hispanics,
bit. No,
Hispanics birth rates is up. I guess
right.
it's so scary out here. I guess we're scared to have babies. Does that make sense, or is this the time to have a
No,
baby?
you gotta see. You gotta look at it this way, my beloved brother. Black women today are at war with black men. Very few of them have not bought into that. The women who are coming from out of Mexico and coming from different countries, the Latinas and Latinos, they're coming from a culture based on family.
Yes. Yes.
They haven't lost that. We have. Today, black women have been following their icons. When they're listening to Cardi B as their icon, what do you think? And when the mothers are listening to Cardi B, what do you think? And then when the boys are being raised by women who are hating on the fathers because the fathers ain't there, you're watching men today who are saying we didn't. I mean, you have to look at the fact that the society at large, the ones who are the social engineers, engineered this particular dystopian relationship between the black man and the black woman. Just imagine, I mean, this guy Kevin Samuels. I mean, I was doing the Wounded Womb saying the same thing he did 30 years ago. Comes along a brother who is, whatever it is what do you call it was, he's trying to tell the world, here's what the deal is. And this is what brothers have not been able to come together to talk about. Now they're celebrating that he's gone, that he's dead. And those are the black women that are leading other young black women. And there's this kind of bitterness that young women today, not all, but the ones that get into prominence, they have this bitterness about being equal and being a woman, but not being a man. Everything they're doing is to imitate the masculine modality. They come off as masculine, and then when they put off the men, and the men don't want to have to deal with them, they get on these TikToks or TikToks and stuff, and they start complaining. Where are all the good men? Where all the men do? Why are they ghosting me or something like that? Why are they ghosting you? Because they don't want to have the trouble anymore. Women have become a liability.
Line them up.
That's a liability men did not mind having. We wanted to build families. We wanted to do those things that would, we get a pat on the back and that's all we need. Men are very simple creatures. I don't have to tell you that. Women are complicated. And now, those who are manipulating us know that the feminine principle, the feminine instinct is complicated. She's based on her emotions. So all you have to do is to chart a course based on her emotions rather than logic, reasoning, and intellect. Take that away from the education system, take that away from the human dynamic, and the leadership no longer is there, because men are born leaders, or they're supposed to be born leaders. They have an instinct to lead just by their nature, but you must undermine that instinct. You must show those who are in the popular eye, you must show our men in skirts. You must show our men dressed up. You must show RuPaul as the fierce one. Gay is now being adopted by the women. Most people don't understand the way that they're making up their faces with these gigantic eyebrows that look like highways across the top of their eyebrows. Those are the transvestites that used to dress that way.
Yeah.
So there's nothing new that women are actually introducing us with makeup. The best makeup artists are men. The best cooks are men. The best everything are men. And they've made women angry and jealous at that fact. Men cannot assert masculinity anymore. So men do not want to have the responsibility. And if the sex is just there because you're independent, and that between 18 and 25 you can just go ahead and bed any man you want. My father told me if you're going to ask a girl how many men she slept with, times that by 4 or 5. If you're going to ask a man, subtract by 10. Because men lie more, women lie better. So, I mean, we're watching all of the worst parts of ourselves that would have been suppressed by cultural upbringing, by the proper form of education, by what your duties and your... Look at the way that, I mean, when you want to rule a country and want that country to go to war and right, where do they send you first? To the military. What does the military do? It brings you back to being a man. And when they tried to make the women part of the military, they found out that the women couldn't carry the packs. They dehydrated faster. Why? Because their lungs are smaller. Their muscles are thinner and denser. Their bones are not as dense.
Hey,
so you expect them to be soldiers like you? When you start doing that kind of nonsense, somebody in our government, along with the Illuminati connected to them and along with the Vatican, are making sure that everything that stabilizes society, from the masculine and the feminine principles that came together to bring balance to a community and therefore to the entire nation, they got to destroy that. And that's what you're watching. The slow erosion of the glue that kept a society together.